Welcome to the Checkdown with Coach Mitchell. You are watching the Maverick Media Network. My name is Brian Hardy. I'll be your host, and we are joined, as always, by Coach Russell Mitchell. This first segment is sponsored by PJ's Coffee of New Orleans, located off of Lake Harbor Drive down in Ridgeland. Coach, playoff picture for the 7A North. Only 4 teams left. And, again, you've got your team in a great position as you're playing on the Friday before Thanksgiving. Talk a little bit about what that means to you.
Yeah, well, we're proud to be here. Proud to have players that put us in this position. And it's a culmination of a lot of hard work by a lot of people. And we've been able to reap the rewards of that hard work. So we're glad to be in the mix. Feel like we got as good a chance as anybody to go ahead and finish this thing off. Our kids are super excited about it. They're as locked in as they've been all year, and just looking forward to taking on another good team.
I agree. I think for me, this time of year, it's reality sets in the fact that realistically everybody left has a chance to win the state championship.
Yeah, that's right. No doubt about it.
Of course, we will travel to Tupelo. We'll get into that in our second segment today. Horn Lake will travel to Oxford, and those are the 4 teams that are left in the playoff picture for the 7A North. Let's talk about last Friday night. The DeSoto Central Jaguars came in, and I thought they were as advertised. You told us last week they were going to be a very, very good football team. We defeated the Jaguars by a score of 70-42. High-scoring game. It was at 28-28 at halftime. We outscored DeSoto Central 42-14 in the second half. Nia Johnson with a big night, 5 touchdowns, and rushed for over 250 yards.
It was a big night for us. I know how athletic we are. I know I'm around these kids every day. I know our potential. I've seen us play good football, and I've come to expect us to play at a really high level, and I think our team has too. So, I may not have been as positive with the team as I should have been after the game Friday, because we did play with some things that weren't our best football, particularly in the first quarter and a half. I thought we shot ourselves in the foot repeatedly with penalties, with self-inflicted things that derailed us. Lost containment a few times, missed a few tackles that allowed some long runs, and we dug ourselves a hole. We were down 28-14. But I was really proud of how we responded, and I think that's just a testament to the belief that these kids have in the team and what they're doing. And when we responded, it was an offensive explosion, and then our defense woke up and played really dominant for over half the game. So once we contained and figured out, that we had to contain them and tackle them, it was a really, really fun night. So proud of our total team effort, offense, defense, and special teams, it was a record-setting night. We had nearly 700 yards of total offense.
Yeah.
Nye scored 5 touchdowns behind some really, really good blocking. We made Wells Higginbotham the player of the week, but the whole entire O-line was just phenomenal, controlling the game, controlling the line of scrimmage, and Wells had 8 knockdowns himself, but our tight end, H-back, blocked really well. Nye ran the ball well. Lawson ran the ball well. King ran the ball well, made some plays for us. And like I said, still don't think we played our best game. So we're going to need to play our best game this week, and we're going to have to be on top of our game on the road against a tough opponent. But I don't think our team's going to be intimidated. I don't think our team's going to lack any belief in themselves when we get off the bus Friday at Tupelo. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Again, the Germantown Mavericks took on the DeSoto Central Jaguars here at the ranch last Friday night. Defeated the Jaguars by a score of 70-42. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to get Coach Mitchell's thoughts on the game versus Tupelo as we continue the road to the state championship here in the 7A playoffs. And once we come back, we'll again get his words of wisdom on Tupelo, and we'll be right back after this short message.
Your smile says it all, so make it unforgettable. At Boulware Vassar Orthodontics, our specialists create beautiful smiles for kids and adults across the greater Jackson area. With 4 convenient locations, our experienced and caring orthodontists, along with our friendly staff, are ready to align your bite, transform your smile, and boost your self-confidence with treatment options like Invisalign and tooth-colored braces. Visit BoulwareVassarOrtho.com today.
Selling land in Mississippi requires expertise that is tailored to our unique market. At Pursuit Properties, we specialize in land transactions. We offer valuable insight into pricing, regulations, and helping you identify those potential buyers. We help sellers set realistic goals and expectations, ensuring a smooth and successful sale process. With a focus on accountability and clear communication, Pursuit Properties guides our clients through every step, keeping you informed and empowered. You can trust our team at Pursuit Properties to work hard for you and maximize the value of your property. We are always in pursuit.
Elite Physical Therapy wishes all the players a healthy and successful football championship season. Elite is proud to serve the local communities with multiple locations providing secure outpatient therapy and sports medicine services. Our centers specialize in post-op rehabilitation, manual therapy, concussion management, and orthopedics, providing patients convenient scheduling and access to care within 24 hours. If you suffer from an injury, visit myelitept.com to find a center near you. That's myelitept.com. Elite Physical Therapy, proud to serve the state of Mississippi.
How's the old house search going?
Buying a house is hard.
No, you tried getting help from real people?
That'll be $22.50. I got this.
Oh, that was fast.
Community Bank, for over 120 years.
Live from the ranch here at Germantown High School. This segment's brought to you by Mac Hike Madison, located right across the road, Calhoun Station Parkway there. If you're in the market for a vehicle, be sure to stop in at Mac Hike Madison for the unbeatable deals. Episode 11, I believe, for the Checkdown with Coach Mitchell. We're going to preview the Tupelo Golden Wave now, give you a little background on their past week. They defeated Starkville last week by a score of 28-10. Coach, it's only going to get tougher from this point out, and I know that you've got a lot of respect for Tupelo. They're coming defending state champions. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So what do you know? They've been in this region before, obviously been replaced by Oxford, but what can you tell us about Tupelo?
Well, they've got a winning tradition up there that's really, really, exceptional when you look at the past 5 or 6 years, what they've been able to do. The entire time they were in Region 2, they didn't lose a district game. That may be more impressive than the state championship, in my opinion. But last year they got over the hump and were able to beat Brandon for the state championship. So you got a really, really good program, and they do what they do on the back of a lot of really, really high-end athletes. And when you look at the scouting report, you see guys with great size, great speed, great skill all over the field. And for us to win the game, we're going to have to play really, really well. And we know that. They've been beat before. West Point beat them. Oxford gave them a heck of a game. So we can do it, and our kids know we can do it, and they believe in themselves. And we're going to go up there and get off the bus expecting to win. I think that's the only way you got a chance. And our team has that confidence now and really is believing in itself and playing well. So just need, guys like Weston Wirtz and Dylan Travis to do what they did in the second half last week. The interesting thing from a coaching perspective, X's and O's wise, is that Tupelo's real similar to DeSoto Central in terms of how they attack you offensively. They've got an athletic quarterback that does a lot of read option stuff. They've got 2 running backs they've got SEC offers. The quarterback's being recruited as a DB. He's got some SEC offers. They got a big old offensive line that does a really good job blocking. They're physical. They try to intimidate you. They try to impose their will physically on you, as all good teams do. So they've not thrown the ball a lot. They've not, that what they want to do is run the football. Like I said, they're a lot like DeSoto Central in that regard, but they throw it well enough to keep you honest. And then, the difference between them and DeSoto is that they've been really, really good on defense. So it's going to be a challenge for us. They're good, and we're going to have to go up there, and it's going to rain. I told our players if we handle that aspect of it better than they do, if we look forward to playing in the rain and consider that might create some adversity for them, that can be an edge for Germantown. So it's all just about your attitude and how you approach the game, and then when you get there, what kind of effort you play with and determination. And look, I wouldn't rather get on the bus with another group of kids anywhere in the state than the ones that we have. So they've made it exciting all year. They've been an exciting team to watch, been an exciting team to keep up with. I think they inspire me and the rest of these coaches in the way they play and the way they practice and the way they hit people to coach harder and do right by them.
Yeah.
But that's what you want. And I hope they feel the same way about the coaching staff. So, but just a really, really fun group, and hope we can keep this going. And they know what kind of effort it's going to take Friday night to keep this going. But we're looking forward to the challenge. Glad we're here. Glad we're still standing, and want to move on to the next round. And going to have to play at the top of our game to get there. And the top of our game is really high.
Well, you touched on it earlier. First of all, I hands down, I think it's the best matchup in the state Friday night. It's going to be you said earlier they've got a great defense. Well, we've got a great offense, and I believe in this type of ball game, just personally, you keep it close. You got to go all the way back to week 3 before our kids remember that feeling of what it's like to lose a ball game. And I really believe in high school athletics, the better you feel, the better you play. So
still not counting that Oxford loss. Sorry.
Well, I don't. I'm not. I just can't do that. I cannot say that we walked away feeling like we lost.
Right,
so, and if we're working
amen.
and playing off a field, then you got to go way back to September before our kids have left a game feeling that pain or just lost that football game.
If we can get by, then we'll get to do it again.
And we'll get to set the record straight, we hope. But I really believe that. I think it's the best ball game in the state of Mississippi. If you get a chance, get on I-55 over to Winona and up the Trace, and you'll be there. It'll be worth the drive. But you mentioned rain. Their turf field, obviously, you don't have to worry so much about the muff. It's going to be blue, so don't. If you're watching on live stream, don't play with the color and all that on your TV. It's actually blue turf. Do you think it plays that big of a factor with the artificial turf nowadays with the rain?
I think it favors the team that's more excited about being there playing a football game, if that makes any sense.
It does.
I used to play a lot of golf and played in tournaments and stuff where it rained, and you could tell the guys that really wanted to be playing and the guys that were just there belly aching about the weather. Yeah. And I don't think football's any different. If we want to win the game bad enough, we'll play them out there in the parking lot.
Amen.
I think it's just about how you approach that mentally. And if you're going out there feeling sorry for yourself for having to play in the rain, it's not, and I've coached teams that felt that way before. I think back to my first game at Oak Grove when I first got there. We played in the Red Carpet Bowl, and they still had grass over there, and we had some guys with some brand new white cleats. And they just couldn't believe they were going to have to go out there in that mud and ruin those cleats. And I was thinking, man, where am I? Of course, we got better after that, but I think our team's going to be excited. Rain, sleet, snow, whatever it takes. They are 100% locked in on a common goal.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this special. That's what we're after, is that feeling of having a team that's all chasing the same thing and is united and willing to do whatever it takes to win. And that's what makes this fun and makes me excited about getting up and coming to work and being at practice every day.
Well, I want to extend this segment just a little bit. I don't know that Coach Perry's going to make it in, so I kind of want to keep going with this. I like the direction and what you're talking about. I've watched over the last 3 days this week basically a coach from every junior college in our state in the state of Mississippi come through that field house. And they're not here to talk about one kid. They're here to talk about, multiple kids.
Right.
And if there's no other reason than for our bunch to get on that bus and go up to Tupelo with a lot of great confidence, just the fact that not only we notice, but now the entire state of Mississippi notices.
Sure, yeah. The junior college recruiting window open for everybody, but your home school, which for us that's Holmes. We're in Holmes district, so we've had one after the next coming in. It's been like a junior college parade coming in and out of there. So I know those teachers are probably tired of me pulling them out of class. So, but it's great for our kids to go through that process. And you bring them in the office and they sit down with these coaches, and it's almost like they're getting job interview experience when they sit down and talk with them. So, but we're going to have a lot of guys that get the opportunity to play at the next level, and we're proud for them and excited that they're going to be able to use our program as a springboard to the next step in their life. So just really happy for those guys and the opportunities that they have. And the thing that I like most about it is they're mature enough that they do that during the day, and they still come out here to practice focused on winning the game because they care about winning more than they do about themselves. And they know those opportunities are there. They know they got more football ahead of them. But I think whenever you're around our team on a daily basis, you notice that they're more interested in next week than next year at the moment.
Yeah.
So it's fun to sit back and watch. And I've been here 4 years now. Those kids were in 9th grade when I got here, so it's just been really, really fun to watch them grow and get these opportunities and see them, go through that process.
Great week of practice, and that's your words. And you're a hard guy to impress at practice. I know throughout the year, I've seen you come in with that visor in your hand many days. Just wasn't happy with the way you practice.
Yeah,
you've been all smiles this week.
Well, it worries me whenever we practice well. We may have had the worst practice week of the year against Oak Grove, and went out there and the game was over with before it started.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but I'll take it.
Yeah, it's a lot better than a bad one, I guess.
That's right.
Coach Perry, again, probably not going to make it in. I want to give him a big shout out here, though. You're going to be traveling in style Friday. You got charter buses lined up, treating the kids like you have from day one in a professional manner. And it is you hear it's a cliche, but it is a business trip, and they're going to be treated that way.
Yeah, it's first class all the way. We've got a booster club that supports us, an administration that supports us. And we're grateful for that, and I hope these kids understand, how well they've got it, because they're going to travel first class, they're going to eat first class, they're going to dress first class, and they're going to represent our school first class. And that's what I try to explain to them is if you're grateful for these things, represent us the right way, and they do. So, but no, it's a great time to be a player at Germantown. It's a great time to be a coach at Germantown because of that support we get and because of the effort that you see out of these student athletes.
Well, you couldn't have said it any better. And with that, speaking of another great product from Germantown High School, Coach Austin Blaine back there, I always thank him for the wonderful job that he does. And, Coach Blaine, I want to tell you, I had a guy come in this morning in the office and said, by far, without question, best live stream in the state of Mississippi. He's watched a bunch of them on Friday night.
Amen.
So your name is out there. Your product is out there, and we thank you for everything you do. Any final thoughts before we wrap this thing up? Looks like it's just me and you today. So,
be there. Find a way to get there. We got a fan bus going, so just need the whole community behind these kids, and it's really special. And I know you've experienced this in baseball when you make a run at a state championship, and you see the community get behind the kids. Yeah. There's nothing more genuine or wholesome or better for me than that, just to see the community get behind the kids. So, look, I know it's a 3-hour road trip, and I know Coach Blaine puts on a heck of a live stream, but if you can get there, get there. So, that's really, the only other thoughts I've got is these kids have worked their tail off and represented us well, and they deserve the support. So, if you can be there, be there.
You hit it on the head. They deserve your support. So, if you can get there, try to do that. We'll go ahead and close this episode of the Check Down with Coach Mitchell out for our producer and the live stream producer on Friday nights as well, Sports Information Director Coach Austin Blaine, and for head coach of the Germantown Mavericks, Coach Russell Mitchell. My name is Brian Hardy, reminding you that nothing brings us together quite like Maverick Athletics. Tupelo, be there if you can. Friday night, kickoff at 7 o'clock p.m.
Mac Hike in Madison Gluckstadt is your #1 source for cars, trucks, and SUVs. Mac Hike in Madison Gluckstadt is not just a dealership, it's your dealership with great deals on Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Chevrolet, be it new or pre-owned inventory. Mac Hike in Madison Gluckstadt wants to take you to the ball game on Fridays, the trips on the weekend, and get you home safely on a daily basis. Learn more today at MacHikeMadison.com. You want a deal? Come get one in Madison Gluckstadt. Proud sponsor of Germantown Athletics. Go Mavs!
At Davini Equipment, community matters. We're the hometown name you can trust, serving the community for over 50 years. As one of the oldest Kubota dealers in the U.S., we've been selling tough, durable equipment for residential and commercial buyers. Davini and Kubota are synonymous for quality and dependability. We're locally owned and operated, so when you come to Davini, we'll treat you like family. Come see us at Davini Equipment, with 2 locations in Madison and Jackson.
At Community Bank, we're not just bankers. We're Little League soccer coaches, ballet teachers,
Thank you so much for coming in.
and volunteer firemen. We're part of the community just like you. And we care about all the same things you do. So whether you're opening your first account or taking ballet, we're committed to our community. Community Bank, for over 120 years.
When I got hurt, our first call was Dr. Burrow with sports medicine. I was like, Dr. Burrow, I need you to help me get back on the field as fast as possible. And he did that.
7 years ago, my sophomore year of high school, I tore my ACL and meniscus. That's something that I'll always appreciate, is just how much they helped us get back on the field and play the sport that we love.
If you've listed your property for sale by owner and nothing's happening, here are the most common reasons why. The property is either overvalued or it's not getting enough exposure in the market. Opting for a real estate agent offers several benefits. With access to extensive marketing resources, including MLS, LandWatch, and other national marketing outlets, we can ensure your property gains maximum visibility. Our agents bring expertise in pricing analysis, ensuring your property is competitively priced for the market. You can trust Pursuit Properties to leverage our marketing abilities and industry knowledge, guiding you through a seamless selling process and maximizing your property's value. We are always in pursuit.